Celeste again, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your paper ones before you start them and turn them in. Now, these are low risk papers, they're only worth 5 points, these first few papers. Paper one is your chance to really explore an idea without a lot of pressure to do citations or to do a lot of research. It focuses on you and your past experiences. And you have three situations to choose from your chapters 10, 18, and 21. Chapter 10 focuses on literacy narrative. So if you choose a literacy narrative to write about, basically all you're doing is like a dear diary about a past experience you've had with writing. Now, from your chapter, you know you don't want to make it super boring because then we'll all be boring. We'll all be bored, people who read it. You want to make it exciting. So focus on something that was pinnacle in your experience and the outcome of why you think you're either a good or bad writer. This could be like an embarrassing moment. For instance, when I was in first grade, I totally peed my pants in front of everyone while trying to do the spelling out loud, spelling test out loud thing. It was horrible. So I contribute that largely to dyslexia or whatever. But so what was a pinnacle moment for you? Did you happen to pee your pants in first grade when you were learning how to write? What does that look like for you? Focus on a moment in your writing career, and yes, you all have one, that changed your idea or influenced you to be good or bad in the realm of writing. That's all a literacy narrative is. If you choose to do a memoir, you really open up yourself to be able to talk about anything at all. Now, memoirs, according to your book, are something that have a resolution. So it's a problem, a conflict that presented itself that did find a resolution. Whether that resolution is good or bad, it makes your reader feel satisfied, like it had an end, it came to a conclusion. If you choose the third option, which is to write about a reflection, you can ponder a situation and not necessarily give an answer to it. For instance, it could be a situation about family life that there is no really good solution to, and then just leave your reader hanging. That is more along the lines of genre of a reflection. Now, whenever your book starts to define rules about writing, I gawk, I go ha ha ha, because most rules can be broken. For instance, a literacy narrative can focus on something that looks a lot more like a memoir or a reflection. A memoir might look like a reflection, and a reflection might look like a memoir. So these are all loose rules, but by and large, the definitions I outlined are what they are. So you can muddle these if you would like. Do your best to try to stay in one genre, but you're not really graded on that. You're graded on your abilities to express the thing that happened, the past event that happened, in vivid detail. You're graded on your ability to express and choose something that happened that meant something to you personally. You're graded on your ability to execute with proper grammatical writing and to execute in a way that shows me you're understanding this basic concept of a CSC paragraph. So I only expect one in your papers, one CSC paragraph. I talked about this a little bit in the welcome videos, but basically, I want you to pick a claim. It could be whatever you want it to be. For instance, grandmas and grandpas are third generation households are beautiful for child development. Maybe that's your claim. And you talk about how your grandma sat in the kitchen with you, teaching you family recipes, kneading bread, and making fantastic pizza, and how that taught you how to be a better person, right? So that would be like your claim is three generation households are really good for children. And then you put in a bunch of your own experiences to prove that true. And you end the section reiterating that claim. All I care about is you starting to practice CSC structure, claim, supports, conclusions. Do not make the mistake of adding more of your opinions without proving it true first, right? In a CSC structure, I wouldn't say three generation households are good for children. I also think that parents who aren't around for their kids is a bad thing. I also think don't put a bunch of your opinions in a row. We care about just proving the first opinion true, reiterating the claim, and then moving on to your next opinion. I care that you're getting this structure. So, um, Your first paper then really centers on the idea of you doing a literacy narrative, a memoir, reflection, and in that, trying to do one claim support conclusion section. Please read your paper one assignment sheet very, very closely. This is how I run my classes. I put a lot of information in the assignment sheets, and I want you guys to read incredibly closely, like 4 times before you even start the paper. Okay, so in our next video, I want to talk a little bit about summary and paraphrase. So when we start to get more advanced and we start to move towards academic writing, you're getting this idea of what a good summary and paraphrase is. See you soon.